And there we are. Hey. Hi, Oz.
Yo, hey, Dan, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. It's cool, a little COVID style episode today.
Well, kind of like being on the road in Newcastle again, but not. I'm in Wauseon, Ohio.
Ohio. You're
There's
so high-o right now. You're so high-o.
There's Derek. I said our road trip briefing is brought to us by Derek's Designs. Let me see if I change this up. There we go. On Instagram, we're now tiled one on top of the other. So there you go. So yes, and there's
the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch.
and then yes. So yeah, the whole purpose of the trip is right there. So
hi, I think this is my first feature on the drop-in.
Yes, indeed.
Guest, special guest. The new striker for the Sirens.
Yeah,
so yeah, we drove 660 miles today.
Dang.
And we're planning to drive another 1,000 tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Damn. So New Jersey to Ohio.
New Jersey to the western edge of Ohio.
Oh, okay.
We're about an hour from the Indiana border. So
dang.
This is the time I've been in Ohio in the last month and a half.
You guys should just stay there. The team's in Lexington on Friday.
We should really stay in Indiana until Saturday, but
someone would like to stay here to watch Dallas Wings play the Indiana Fever in Indianapolis on Saturday, but Friday.
The 9th? Saturday.
Is it the 9th? Okay, yeah.
Fever.
Yep, Derek says well done. I don't know if that was the distance traveled or what, but yes, and as you can see, I'm okay. Hey, so Chase Boone is on over on Instagram. Hey Chase, how's it going?
Production.
And yes, cousin Alex from New Jersey is on. And Parker is on. So yeah. So hello everyone.
I saw a bunch of the people, the crew, the cast from Hairspray. I felt like ran into celebrities on Saturday or Sunday, actually.
Good. Chase Boone says he misses us. Good to see you, Chase. Nice to see you in the comments there. Ellie stepped off. So yeah, we picked up Ellie.
Missed that hair, bro. He's got that wavy. Who could do like the put your hair through your hand through your hair like Chase, dude? Nobody can.
Esther says hi, Chase. Yeah, so Monmouth, New Jersey, from Monmouth, New Jersey, from Monmouth County, Long Branch, New Jersey to Wauseon, Ohio tonight. And then
is that about like Bon Jovi's adopted home? Who was the celebrity that was adopted Monmouth?
Bruce
Bon Jovi? Springsteen. Okay. Oh, the boss.
Bon Jovi too.
Boss.
Right?
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're on the road. Just like our guys this week, they'll be in Lexington on Friday. If you're in Monterey, don't forget there's a watch party at Brass Tap at 4:30 in the afternoon on Friday. Are you going to have a watch party over at XL?
Damn it, I meant yes. I'm going to go with yes. I meant to message Oscar to be sure, but yeah, if I have to open up the bar myself and pour some beers, I'll be there at 4:30.
That's the best compliment I ever got. Oz, says Chase, about his wavy hair and running his hands through it. So
no product. He just wakes up like that. That dude's like, moose hair gel? Psst, never heard of it. Hairspray sounds like a musical.
You just need to teach him how to use curl custard. That's all. So yeah, watch party on Friday at XL Public House in Salinas and at the Brass Tap and Marina for Monterey Bay against Lexington. 4:30 kickoff locally in Monterey. I almost said 4:30 kickoff in Wauseon, Ohio,
In
but that's not that. No,
Wauseon. Damn, this is the most promotion Wauseon, Ohio has ever received. They owe us money.
We're in the True by Hilton Hotel, right off of Highway 80, and in the lobby there are 6 whiteboards, Oz, and I will take a picture here right off the elevator. It's awesome because they have handwritten notes about the town. There's one whiteboard that says
"Stay away from Steve."
Yeah.
Local bars to visit, and then there's one that's about the history of the town, and it's named after an Indian, a Native American.
This just sounds like a musical. LMAO, I love Oz.
It sounds like a musical. You're getting lots of props over on Instagram, Oz.
It was great. It was super entertaining, man. I wish 1 million people could have seen it.
Oh, Chase is saying he's still waiting to get in on this podcast. Chase, anytime, dude. Anytime, we will send you the link and you can be a guest. Absolutely.
You have to be on a cross-country
Yeah, have your agent call our secretary, and I think it's up to like a $300 appearance fee that we charge, but it's cool. Yeah, go for it.
And then we need your shirt size so we can send you a shirt.
Which we will charge you fully for, including shipping and handling.
No, absolutely.
That's what people get surprised about. They're like, "Oh, get a shirt," and then an invoice comes in. They're like, "What the hell?" Like, yeah, dude.
We could. As a matter of fact, I could. Hold on a second. We could absolutely do that. Give me a second.
Just send them a link. All right, while he does that, I want to remind people, because this is our newest thing. This is cool, man. We always got new things going on here. For people that might not know, dude, subscribe to our Substack. We have a Substack. Whoa, I'm getting too close. I feel like, what was that lady, that celebrity that just got beef for being all close and looking all weird? What was her name? Olivia Wilde. They took that fisheye picture of her and it just did not look right. She was a sport about it. But anyway, yes, Substack. We have started a Substack to break down more, not just MBFC, but San Jose Earthquakes, Newcastle over with Dan. I'll be talking about Man City when things are going good. When they're not, I'll just pretend like nothing's happening. And yeah, and again, even my other writing things that I do, it's just, again, I don't know if people are familiar with Substack. It's just it's like a modern blog. And yeah, now we have our own. It's called Football Without Hesitation.
All right, hold on.
What if he's like,
look at this? Look at this.
There we go.
Super safe.
There you go.
There we go. We got the boys on finally.
What up, Chase? How are you, buddy?
What's up? We gotta talk about the boys, man. Monterey.
Yeah,
they're killing me right now.
We were circling back to it. So,
man, they're making me want to lace up my boots and come help them out.
So first things first, you know, as you saw last week, Jordan has been dismissed.
Yeah.
And they brought in Alex Covelo, former director of methodology at the San Jose Earthquakes. Oz and I, of course, are familiar with him as longtime San Jose Earthquakes fans.
Okay.
He stepped in after Luchi Gonzalez. No, after Almeida stepped down. Alex stepped in and finished out that season while we waited for Luchi Gonzalez to finish his stint with the U.S. men's national team.
Okay.
So yeah.
So we're liking the signing.
Yeah, it was time for a change, and a shout out to Jordan. Thank you for everything you did for Monterey Bay. Wish you well in the future, obviously.
Totally agree.
But somebody in the comments said, unfortunately, no new manager bounce for us on Saturday. But
no.
Go ahead, Oz.
And the roster. I mean, I still maintain that we did need a change from Jordan. It was just, it seemed like the locker room was kind of lost on him or to him. But the injuries and I was just looking at the lineups and everything, and it's just like, man, you can see just in the last 2 weeks, we finally had the same two lineups, and it was two different managers. So I think it was because of injury. We haven't had our full complement, and I know that's kind of a silly excuse because injuries are going to happen anytime, every year.
Yeah.
But I wonder how much of Jordan just kind of got the short end of the stick because of injuries. And but I'm excited. Covelo it's this new energy. The team already, more possession, more passing. Covelo, the technical area was just a myth to him. He was just all over the pitch, getting in people's faces. So it is definitely a different energy.
That's good. That's good. I'm hoping they could get their first win this weekend.
Yeah, Lexington's a good. Lexington's been struggling.
They've been struggling.
They've been struggling to score, but they also don't give up a lot of goals, and we've only scored 4 goals this season, so that's concerning.
That's true.
So
we'll see. I've been watching every game. Monterey's in my blood, in my heart.
When we wanted to do well,
Dan, you're muted.
Yeah, Dan's muted for.
No, I said I was going to say who.
He's over there munching.
Who of your clients are currently with Monterey Bay right now?
No one.
None of those guys are represented by you.
We don't. No one from Invinium is on Monterey.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, nothing. No. But yeah, no. I think they've shown. I mean, he's gotten unlucky too. Like the Sacramento game was super unlucky. There's been a few unlucky instances, but still early in the season.
What did you think of the officiating on Saturday?
It goes both ways, right? Like I'm never one to blame the ref. Like as a player, it's hard for me to obviously there are those times where it's like, okay, bad PK call, things like that. Like I think the PK call was probably maybe 50-50, right? Like it's one of those. But yeah, I try not to blame the refs just because, it's a hard job. It's the worst job to have, I think, in the world. Like my brothers and I were talking about it literally the other day watching it. Like every time they make a call, they're getting booed by either the home or away fans. So it's like no one is ever happy with the ref. So yeah, but it is what it is.
And we all hate them, but without them, the sport wouldn't exist, So,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah. It is.
And it is interesting. I mean, and it is, yes, it is always a lame excuse to blame the ref. But when you see your director of soccer operations looking like he's about to throw a blow to one of these guys after the match, and he's being yanked away, and you're like, all right, I think you know.
For sure.
But then you look at the stats. It's like 8 fouls to 7. 3 yellows to 2. Like it's not like there was one so lopsided.
Yeah, no,
or some goals, and then it's different.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Esther says I blame the ref all the time. I gave him a red card.
I blame myself actually. So during halftime, I had a buddy that had an extra VIP ticket that someone needed to check in, and you get 2 free drink tickets. So he's like, do that, and then we'll split the drink tickets. You get a drink ticket, I get a drink ticket. The second half started while I was there. So, and actually, Chase, you can attest to this. You're a player. You saw the flag waving. What I believe happened, the players come out. They don't see me waving the checkered flag, and it just broke them. It just hurt. They're just like, damn, Oz is giving up. And so that led to the sloppy foul. Led to the penalty, and so it was 100% on me.
That's on you. At least you could hold your hand up. That's the biggest part, is the accountability, and at least you have that. So.
It was tough to admit, but yeah, that was fully on me. They saw me in the VIP section. They're like, we've lost him. We've lost him. He's sold out, and yeah, so that's on me.
It's okay.
How are things in Portland, Chase?
Portland's good. I'm actually headed down to Oakland. Thursday. I'm going to watch Oakland Roots El Paso. We got a
Good
couple
deal.
guys on both of them, and one of my buddies plays for El Paso, like my close friends. So Rubio, guy's been tearing up the league.
That's
So,
right. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So
Rubio
I'm gonna
will
go.
be.
My dad and I are flying out Thursday. We're gonna be there for the weekend. Come back for Mother's Day.
Oh, super.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, it'll be good. See my Gma, and yeah, it'll be good. How's everything with you guys?
All good.
All good. All good.
Yep.
All right, I have to go to dinner, but I got one question for you guys because my dad asked me this question. I'm curious on what your guys' answer is.
Sure.
Your favorite MBFC moment so far? Mine was beating Louisville in Louisville.
Mine would be beating the Quakes at home.
Ooh, that's a good one too. In the Open Cup?
Yeah.
Which time? Didn't we beat them twice?
Well, no, we beat them in the preseason.
Preseason, yeah.
And in like the pouring rain, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Oh, Chase, that's a hard one.
I know, it's a good question.
Then on the road,
my first time ever seeing you guys live was at Laney College in Oakland, and you ended up with the keeper's gloves on.
Yeah, I play goalie. that was my honorable mention because that's
that one still sticks out to me because Laney College. Come on, that was a tough place to play.
Rough times, and that was our first win.
Yeah, and I mean for me, it's the first win in Oakland. It's the first win at home. Walmer's goal. I mean,
To this day, I always tell people it's the sweetest thing ever that Walmer, the hometown kids, scored the first goal and we won. Like that's magic.
Your goal from the touchline with the robot celebration. There's so many great. I go with Oz's. The win against San Jose, the win against Louisville in Louisville. Because they were on top at that point.
They were number one. We went back to back. We beat the number one team in the East, and then we came back and beat Colorado at home, the number one team in the West.
Yep. Yeah, and it was Moby's first goal as well for the club, and Gleedle's first goal for the club, if I remember right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, pretty fantastic. I mean, that first season was special. I mean, we had a special group of guys that first season.
Yeah, it was super fun. I'll never forget that. Yeah. But I got to run. Next time, I'm going to have a beer cracked open. I'll hop on. I'll join the whole time.
You are welcome anytime, my friend.
All right. We'll talk shop. We'll talk about the Friday game.
Absolutely. We'll talk.
All right, guys. Dan, drive safe. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.
All right, buddy. Yeah.
Enjoy dinner.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was cool.
Who would expect? That was a good question, but who would expect anything less from the baddie?
Yeah. Who would expect anything less from Chase Boone? There you go.
I'm just glad the question wasn't what was the most popular word in the English language.
And then yes, Andy, I'm sorry we didn't get an answer for this question. Was what do you think the team is missing? That we had to.
That's the ongoing joke. Is Parker's gonna play every sport? When March Madness was going on, I kept on asking Parker. I was like, "Who's in your Final Four? Who's on your bracket? Whatever." She was like, "Me. I'm winning the whole thing." So I think what's missing from MBFC
is Chase Boone.
It's Parker.
It's Parker. There you go. So let's see. Yeah. So this Far Wave says that LAFC game was his favorite moment. Yep. Tara Montemayor has joined us over on Instagram. Hello, Tara Montemayor. Good to see you, sir. All right. Well, you've got your notes. Let's talk about last Saturday.
Yes.
As we said with Chase there, Jordan. While we were on air last week, we found out that Jordan was out. We didn't want to report that on air because we couldn't corroborate it. It was a rumor at that point. We had seen it on social media, but we couldn't corroborate it, so we didn't know. But of course, it was announced the next morning, and then within the hour of that announcement of Jordan's dismissal was the announcement that former San Jose Earthquakes director of methodology Alex Covelo was appointed as the new as the third Monterey Bay coach in their history.
Holy crap! Wait, I didn't even. The timeline totally. We haven't. Yeah, it's basically fresh.
Yeah,
because we ended last week with like, well, again, same thing. The roster's coming back. Maybe Jordan, can string a couple wins together and turn something around. And 20 minutes later, all that's thrown out the window. But yeah, so then Alex Covelo gets announced. Okay, so this is cool. Oh man, I should have had a little bio for him, but we can do a bio. We like you said, we've known this guy. He came into our radar in 2017 is when the San Jose Earthquake signed him to be
under Jesse Elli, if I remember right.
Oh wow! Was it the Fear and Elli era? But they signed him as the first ever director of methodology, which was oh my god! And this is where whatever. Let's get into it. It's so interesting how this sport, how it all evolves, how long it takes. How sometimes as a fan you want instant results. You want that minute rice that you just cook really quickly, but sometimes that broth takes days to really really come through. And in 2017, the San Jose Earthquake signed Alex Covelo to a director of methodology, which was I don't know how progressive if it was around the world, but it was really progressive in MLS.
Yes,
because when I was doing this research. Now, LA Galaxy have a director of methodology. I believe Houston, Atlanta, Orlando, all these teams, and all of them signed their director of methodology after the San Jose Earthquakes did.
Yep.
So anyway, so in 2017, and again, looking at this guy, I want to meet him so bad. This dude looks like he's just numbers. When he was like 21, he was still he was playing. But then that's when he started coaching. He started doing like fitness thing. He was a fitness coach for a while, but he seems to be a student of the game, for a lack of a better term. Yep. And that's what, again, and I don't want to keep bringing this up or rubbing this in or whatever, but as somebody that also basically for the last decade has watched Pep is just such a technical, yes, there's still the art of soccer, but Pep loves the tech side of it, the everything. That he's like a robot, or like he's running a machine. And so I also am naturally like this. I like my spreadsheets. I like my numbers. I like the advanced stats. I like to see below the level. Okay, it's one thing to watch it and to see what happened with your eyes and with your experience and your wisdom and your knowledge, but it's another thing to look at these other stats that are just coming at you so fast that you can't see them, but tell you I feel a more complete picture of all that's going on in the game. And Alex Covelo seems to be one of these people. I mean, he's from Spain, and I feel like Spain is one of these central these areas that really likes to use this kind of technology and kind of pushing the edge on how to be the better team, because everyone's trying to catch up. And anyway, so 2017 signed him as director of methodology. He ended up still as the director of methodology and the coach of the U18s. He basically was the architect of the academy, or one of the architects. I know there's several people that are saying, hey, I was heavily involved, but Alex Covelo was a big part of like literally the press release says is connecting because the San Jose Earthquakes, they start their academy at 11 years old. They are recruiting and looking at players at 11 years old. So how do you take an 11-year-old and by the time he's 17, 18, he's fully invested in the system and knows how to play your style? Well, it starts with a person like Alex Covelo, and that was his task. And look at the San Jose Earthquakes now, almost 9 years after he got signed. Here they are, one of the best teams in the league, and they're doing it with homegrown talent, with talent they brought up among, other than the Timo Werner. It's all guys that
guys like Bo LaRue, Daniel Muncy, they brought in via the super draft. Benji Kakanovich, was one that they brought in, and he played for Reno.
He looks like an all-star.
Yep, he played for Reno FC under Ian Russell. And Ian Russell, remember, is still the chief scout in San Jose. So I mean, we've got a lot of connections there, and you were seeing, I think, starting to see the fruits of that labor. But like you always said, like you said, the whole purpose there of the director of methodology was to promote a culture throughout the club, from the youngest all the way to the first team. And under Almeida, we saw that they were trying to do, where all of the teams played the same style of football, and you remember that hard man-on-man, all over one-on-one, man marking style. And you saw even Ian Russell played that in Reno for a little while, where they played the same style because some of the guys from San Jose were coming to Reno to play, to get minutes, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. And Alex has been an interim assistant coach for San Jose, and like I said, has also been the interim head coach for San Jose after Almeida's dismissal. So I mean,
and again,
and not only coaching gigs in San Jose, but also coaching gigs, in Barcelona, in San Marino, in the Italian third division. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, but he has multitudinous experiences in coaching. So as soon as I saw that he was announced as our head coach, I was excited, and I said so in a comment. I said, "This is a really good pickup for Monterey Bay. He has a lot of experience with young talent, and we've got a lot of young talent in our roster right now. So this is a good signing."
Yeah, I'm excited for. And again, I know it's easy to say, "Oh, he can build a team and all that," and that's later down the road. But I also feel he does have the experience and the knowledge to change the culture now, this season. And things will get back. I mean, you can see the end, and not that Jordan was lacking energy, and also not that some like rabid chihuahua on the sidelines means that your team is going to improve their play. But it's nice to see someone that's invested, that's involved, and it's still early in the season. And again, just quickly looking at the numbers, there's really not a lot of numbers. It's only 90 minutes of. But yeah, let's go into that. Again, goal scored by Elijah Paul, his second of the season. Covelo lined him up in the 4-2-3-1. Pretty familiar. It's basically what's been being used this whole year.
ESPN Plus had us as a 4-4-2.
Yeah, I mean, and you can, I guess. Oh my god! And that reminds me. It dawned on me because one of the first thing I noticed, the first thing I immediately noticed as I walked into Cardinale Stadium on Sunday for the match was that the team was warming up. Oh, look at that! Oh! Radar Love, I'm telling you, Radar Love sending them waves. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Esther, that's the first thing I noticed. The team was warming up in the half in front of the supporter section, and so yeah, that was new. That was different. I don't know. I once again I want to take credit for it because I feel like my banter when the other teams are warming up is so good that it makes them afraid, and they say, "Hey, can you take me away from the guy with the good hair? Because his banter is hurting me. It's really good. He doesn't even cuss, and it really hurts my feelings. It's really good." I said, "Oh, it's really good twice, so it's scaring me." So they were like, "All right." But no, I ran into somebody, and I know, and that was Alex Covelo decision. I don't know why, but it was definitely his call.
I think I think it was a bit of familiarity. The home bench in San Jose is on that side of the pitch. You and I both know that.
Yeah.
And come on, new coach, kind of let's get a new mentality. Let's get a new vision. Let's do 4 years of being on that side of the pitch. Let's give this side a pitch. Let's give this side a try. You know, different mentality, different approach. Let's see what we got. You know,
I'm all for it. So yeah, so immediately again, that was the biggest difference. Other than that, and that's what I was again going on tangents. I could recall several times on the show when I would be like, oh, you know, Joel's on the right or something, and you're like, don't you mean the left? And I kept flipping it, and in my head I was like, why am I? How am I doing this? Like, because you see it when they're lined up, but it when they flip sides, it finally clicked to me that most of the time I'm looking at them head on.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing them mirrored. I'm seeing them flipped. So the left back is to the right of me. So that's why on the show I would say, oh, you know, he was playing on the right, and then you'd sit there and you'd be like, wasn't he on the left? But it's just because when I see them warm up, like to me, the home side is that other side. So
the VIP end.
I'm picturing it in my head. I'm picturing myself standing at the stadium, and that's how I map out the players. Yep. So I was like, oh, no wonder I would think. I was like, that's why I was confusing Dan. He'd be like, why? Like it's the complete opposite, but it's that so anyway, so that'll help with our communication at the very least. We'll be on the same page now that they're warming up on that side. But so anyway, like I said, he puts them in a pretty similar formation. Most players have been in that position at one point in the season. But so I looked at 4 stats: possession, passes, shots, and shots on goal.
Okay.
Compared them, Covelo's first match versus the average. MBFC has been averaging 45% possession this season. They had 61% on Sunday. They've been averaging 339 passes per match. On Sunday, they had 422 passes, so almost 100 more passes. They're averaging 9 shots, and on Sunday, they had 8. They're averaging 2 on goal. On Sunday, they had 2 on goal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It seems like a much more, again, 61% possession versus 45. There's been Indy 11, who is a team that just seems to detest possession. They want to defend. That's like the only time we had over 50% possession. I think we had like 71%. But yeah, we average 45%. We're passing a lot more. And again, and this is so hard to compare because it's just such a big difference. But you look at City. City has like 800 passes a match, 93%. They're not all like these crazy. They're just passing it amongst each other. They're just keeping possession, really, trying to have somebody slip up. And that is what I'm liking, is that there's more movement. Yeah, really. That's really at the end of the day is who cares if you have 95% possession, 87 shots? It's who scores.
Yeah.
Who scores more?
Yeah.
If they score 2 and you score none, but you had 87% possession and completed 1,000 passes, what does it matter?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks cool on the stat board, but on the table it doesn't do much. But and so that's the thing also is so you had these players that, I mean, they were mostly new, but they trained under Jordan in the preseason and these first 2 months of the season, and they trained in a certain way, and all of a sudden in 1 week you're telling them, hey, you can go in the other direction. So I feel it is kind of difficult. So I am curious, with this roster, how long will it take for Alex's system to actually bear fruit? And if it does not start bearing fruit, does Alex then go to the front office and say, hey, I
make some
need
changes.
something else. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like Chase
But,
Boone
no.
was on the drop in saying that he's written.
He's been working with them for 5 days, so it's going to be, yeah. Monster Verde says over on Instagram, 2 months like preseason. So it may take a few weeks. Unfortunately, I don't think we have that kind of time, but I suspect we're going to start seeing some. I suspect we'll start seeing some improvement here pretty quick. My understanding, talking to people in the know, they've seen, they're taking to Alex's coaching methods very well, very quickly. It's been a very positive reaction. So we're just gonna have to see how this goes. It's gonna be hard to go from home first week, with only 5 days, then get on the road. It's a road trip, and then I'm trying to think. They're going to be on the road for a little bit. Our next home game is until the 23rd of May. They're going to be on the road for most of the month.
Fortunately, though, I don't know. Fortunately, but at after this week, it is on the road, but is against the Prinks Cup, so it is Boise.
Yep, Boise, Idaho.
Yeah. So and
here's a vote to get Walmer Martinez and Luke Ivanovic back.
Man,
I think Luke is playing in Holland again, if I remember right. I was following, or I don't remember if he went back to Australia. He was in Australia for a little bit, but then he left there and went back somewhere else. So
we still got the Walmart cutout at Excel. Like, you don't even have to change it.
And he was released by AV Alta, so I'm not exactly sure what he's doing. Maybe he's just doing the coaching camps that he's got. I'm trying to remember what the name of the name of the company is, but he's got that coaching company up in Watsonville. They've got a kind of like the lab or something like that. It's the word I'm looking for. It's just it's a
training center.
A training center. When they were on Instagram, they were doing some clips, and they were doing like 5-a-side indoors, and it was fast, and it's all about ball control and stuff. It was really cool. So Monster Verde is just asking how we doing. So good to see HGM, John, MB, whatever we call you today. So no, yeah, we can we agree that we saw some pretty neat soccer that first half on Saturday. We saw some control of the ball. We saw some movement there that we haven't seen before, and then for whatever reason we just came back out in the second half and couldn't seem to put it together. And
well, it was the flag. I'm telling you, as a Civil War buff, I understand how important the flag is.
So,
have you seen Glory? That's the whole deal. That's the whole point of it.
If he falls, if this man should fall, who shall pick up the flag?
Yeah.
Andre Brower steps forward. I will.
What a cast! What a movie! What a
fantastic film.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So Lexington, Friday, 4:30. Yep. Strange time. Again, a little bit about Lexington. They're currently 11th place in the Western Conference. They're the team right above us. So, they're 1-4-3, have one win on the season, -3 goal differential.
Derek wants to know you don't let the flag touch the ground, right?
This one I actually do on purpose because I wanted to pick up a little bit of the dust of the essence of everywhere it goes because it travels a lot. So I want a little bit, so it's got a little bit of dirt from Sacramento, from Las Vegas, from San Diego, Orange County, Fresno. Damn, where else? Oakland. Man, that thing has traveled.
It has. And Derek, more importantly, it's that nylon stuff. So when it gets wet, it just smacks people in the face. So it's
it was, oh my God, on Sunday it was a weird weather day. It got nicer. It got really nice actually when the match started. It really warmed up quite a bit. But it was one of those, sometimes the wind is like coming straight at me and it's so cool I could just hold it there. And then sometimes the wind just stops completely. And then sometimes it's like going in a circle. It's literally like pulling me in a circle. And that's when it's like slapping everybody. And it's not a fun thing, but I mean, it's fun to be out there. But yeah, anyway, this is a good opportunity. This is another team, Lexington. It's their second year in the season. They seem to be leaking a lot of oil as well. It is a home match for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so again, their leading goal scorer, Aaron Malloy from
we know Aaron
Dublin.
Malloy. Yep.
Yeah, that guy's he's having a great season. He's not, they have a lot of other goal scorers. They have, Philip Goodrum and Marcus Epps.
Yeah.
Is it Mark? Yeah. I'm like, or is that the actor?
No, that's Omar.
That's Omar Epps.
Omar,
and Mike
yep.
is the comedian.
Hey, Isabella joined. We have a siren in the house. Hi, Is.
Well, we can talk. They start right. We are 4 days away. 4 days away from the start of the Monterey Bay. Monterey Bay Sirens, not Monterey Bay FC Sirens, right? Monterey Bay Sirens.
Monterey Bay Sirens.
Monterey Bay Sirens, May 9th, kicking off against Stockton. Stockton Ports?
Yeah, what is it? What are they called?
Stockton something.
Stockton Storage?
It's definitely some kind of water industrial based.
I'm trying to remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's but yeah, that's coming on Saturday. I think the website is
the Panamax class.
I think the website is MBFCSirens.com. It is. Yep. So yeah,
the siren.
Cargo. There you go. So yeah,
like the shorts. That is not a good look.
So
you think they play in cargo shorts?
Vic is asking if we think that we could get a win this Saturday. I mean this Friday. I would think so. Martin Medina is also confirming it's the Stockton Cargo. Yep. I said storage. I mean it's something like that. Real quick, best atmosphere from all the MBFC away matches you guys have been to. I don't know. Me personally, in terms of atmosphere, I think
the first Sacramento one, when 75 people showed up from all around the area.
That was pretty awesome.
There was people that had no idea who we were. There was people that followed us. And because of, they did a good job of congregating us all in one place. So that was a fun one.
Charlie, Bazinga Charlie says over on Instagram, he says Fresno. We had a good time in Fresno.
Fresno was super fun as well. Fresno, I was still blown away by their food prices. It was, you could get a $2 hot dog. Like everything was $10 was like the most expensive thing, and it was pretty legit. It was stadium food.
It was like, if I remember right, it was 3 chicken tenders and a basket of fries.
Yeah,
for $10. I was like, okay,
it was pretty neat. Yeah, that was definitely fun. Las Vegas
remember the church people in the next section, the section next to us.
They were because they were like a choir, so they were like, "What? We got singing voices. We'll sing with you guys." We don't know. We're not loyal to these Fresno team.
Vic says Sacramento or Oakland, but more fun overall to travel is to Vegas.
Yeah.
Of course, for us, we'll always remember Vegas because, of course, Charlie started streaming from there on Instagram because ESPN dropped out because of the what was it?
Yeah.
Was a hurricane down in Tampa or something?
Yeah,
like
the hurricane in Tampa knocked out the feed in Las Vegas, so we had to go pirate radio with Bazinga Charlie over there.
Charlie, the cameraman. Way to go, Charlie. So no, yeah, just a reminder to everybody. Yeah, we got an away game against Lexington on Friday. 7:30 kickoff in Lexington means a 4:30 kickoff in Monterey. We have watch parties at both the Brass Tap and Marina and XL Public House over in Salinas. And then the following day on Saturday, because our guys are away, we also get a home match and the home debut of the Monterey Bay Sirens. If I remember right, 7 o'clock kickoff.
7 p.m. 7
Yep.
p.m. kickoff. Tickets are still available if you haven't. Season tickets are $42 for the season. There's 5 home matches. You get 4 of them in the season ticket package. If you have season tickets to the Monterey Bay FC men's team, you have the 5th ticket included in your package. If you only have Sirens tickets, you're going to have to buy it separately.
Because it's a double header with a men's game.
Yep. It's a double header, yeah.
Yep. But no, this is an exciting week. New coach. The new coach gets a first home game, now a first away game, and now we get our home debut, our home and away debut, but it's the debut of Monterey Bay Sirens. So I'm looking forward to that. Ernst just joined on Instagram. Good to see Ernst. We got lots of people joining on Instagram. Good to see everybody. Are the Sirens games televised? That's a good question. I wish we had someone that we could answer. We could ask that question. How about this? We'll take it away, and we'll take that question and ask the media folks at Monterey Bay to find out. I would hope in some way they'd be televised. It's a WSL2, right? Oh, I have to think about that. Remember USL2 when we were doing the game announcements for MBFC 2, it was on. I'm trying to remember. Was it on YouTube? Was it USL2 on YouTube, or was it on another different website? I can't remember. Mary, we'll ask that question. We'll get it.
Television and Sports Engine Play.
Esther says they are, but it's on a weird channel. And Ellie's across the room here saying it's on.
It says local television channels and Sports Engine Play.
It's on local sports channels, so it could conceivably be KSW, I think, maybe, there in Monterey, and on sportsengine.play.
No, sportsengineplay.com.
Sportsengineplay.com. So write that one down. Sports Engine Play, sportsengineplay.com is where to find.
Which is the same website that MBFC 2 played on.
Okay. Find the MB Sirens games, apparently. I don't know if that requires. Something tells me that your season ticket price, your season ticket package does not include access to that channel. So,
Oh, hell no.
See, weird channel, says Esther. Yep, indeed. Yep, Angel Espinolo says Saturday is the game of the week. There you go.
Oh,
yeah. So,
I mean, and that is a rivalry, this area versus Stockton.
Stockton versus Monterey, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really looking forward to that. I know that since the debut of Monterey Bay, there have been asks from the public saying, can we get a women's team? Can we get a women's team? And now it's here. And I cannot tell you how excited I am to be in the stadium on Saturday. And that's why we're, as I'm joining you from Wauseon, Ohio, We plan on driving another 1,000 miles tomorrow and another 1,000 miles on Thursday. That will leave us only 400 miles left to drive on Friday. And if we play our cards right, if we do this the right way, we might be in town in time for the watch party at Brass Tap on Friday. But that means we'll definitely be in town for the Monterey Bay Sirens game, and that's the intent. Is Elli wants to get home before that match because we have tickets. We want to be there. So
Everyone watches women's
everybody, yeah, she says she says everybody watches women's sports, and that's a true statement. Martin Medina asks if I'm a cannonball run. Nope, Martin. Driving the middle daughter home from college for the summer. So we have a car. We had a car out in New Jersey, and we're driving it back. So we're making a road trip out of it. We're having fun. Is there a chance that we might get reinforcements this summer? I don't know of a close to a transfer window in USL.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of open. So I think Alex is going to assess his squad and see if I would assume he has the ability to work with the chief soccer officer Oliver and see about if there's a change to be made, working with him to make sure that those changes can be made. So I'm hoping that Alex is given time to assess the squad to his satisfaction, and to work with his leaders to figure that out.
Yeah, man, I'm liking Najee. Like I can't wait, or I'm hoping he gets into form here into this league because he is so fast and he is so big, and seeing set pieces and corners, and you have finally a large human being there that can jump and take up some space. It makes me excited. I hope he can figure out how to find the back of the net here in this league quickly, and if so, again, if he starts putting in goals, then all of a sudden there's less pressure on Elijah. It's like seems like the screensaver when the fish come on, and just like boom, the fish just comes.
Mama,
this blonde fish just comes on the screen.
Mama T just joined on Instagram, so Elli came over to say hi. So
shout out. Where is it?
Shout out. No. Go. Shout out.
Yeah,
basketball.
Hi, Owen's on. Hi, Owen. Yep, there you go.
Do you have any rivals?
Yeah, unrivaled. That's
they should have a rival.
How would you describe unrivaled? What is it?
It's a 3-on-3 basketball league that plays during the off season. Women's basketball. Postseason. Owned by players, 4 players.
Yep, owned by players, 4 players. It's an off season 3-on-3 basketball tournament.
Oh, okay.
So
go if they come.
If they play at Chase Center, you got to go.
They play all of their games in Miami, but they went on tour for 2 days, but 1 day this season, and came to Philly, and a friend and I went. It was so much fun. If they come to California at all, everyone's going. I'm making everyone go. We're all going. They broke like a whole bunch of records. There were like 20,000 something
there you go.
People there. It was crazy.
All right. Now Mama T's on YouTube. All right, there you go. Yeah. Tara's Elli's saying, yeah, we got to get to bed. It's almost midnight, and we're going to be on.
Yeah, it's late over there.
Early. If we're going to drive another 14 hours tomorrow, we gotta get moving. So,
when is the season?
Anything else anybody has in the comments? Like I said, reminders. 4:30 Friday afternoon. I know a lot of you will be still at work, but you can watch on your phones on ESPN Plus. 4:30 watch parties at both Brass Tap in Marina and XL Public House in Salinas. Then
leave work early.
Yeah, leave work early. And then Saturday morning, I like the hotel wall color. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a really neat color.
So this is a really neat hotel. It's True, TRU by Hilton in Wauseon, Ohio.
You're like, screw Dayton, we're leaving this place.
Saturday morning, we have Premier League mornings at Brass Tap at 7 a.m. And then that evening at 7 p.m. we have the debut of Monterey Bay Sirens, and we could not be more excited. So, but
yeah, get your
we won't see any of that unless we get on the road. So I have to say goodnight, Oz, and let you all go, unless anybody else in the comments. I'm checking both Instagram and YouTube. There's Owen, there's Mama T. Thanks, Mary. We'll check in from the road. He requested the MBFC suite. Yeah. It does kind of have a beachy vibe in here. Yeah, look at this pastel wall color on that's the curtain that rolls down. So yeah,
you have a room that's either in crisp or kelp.
Yes. The crisp wall, Mom says. That's right. So Angel Espinolo says first 3 points on Friday and then the first 3 points on Saturday. That's what we're looking for, Angel.
Love it.
Absolutely.
6-point weekend.
Yep, there you go. So okay, guys. If that's it, I'm gonna let you guys go. Anything for nope. That one's already got her eyes closed, but she said with her eyes closed, she said goodnight, Oz. So all right, say goodnight, Oz.
Good night, Oz.
Bye, everybody.